Welcome to a special episode of the FB podcast. I'm Jack, and today we're going to be looking at a question that has millions of Manchester United fans holding their breath. How will Bryan Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, and Captain Bruno Fernandes fit into Ruben Amorim's system next season? Brace yourselves, because what's coming next could be a game changer at Old Trafford, and I bet it'll leave you in awe. Manchester United endured a hugely disappointing season last season. They finished 15th in the Premier League without a trophy to show for it, but the Red Devils' biggest and most troubling problem was their ability to score goals. Would you believe that United were 6th in the league for chances created, but 2nd from bottom for shot conversion rate? They were even 4th from bottom for shot accuracy. They went 15 Premier League games last season without scoring a single goal, and alarmingly 11 of those were under Amorim. United's expected goals XG figures were also incredibly poor, with data showing that they should have scored at least 9 more goals than their 44. This is why signings like Matheus Cunha from Wolves and Brentford's pursuit of Bryan Mbeumo are so important. Gary Neville was right to say that Cunha and Mbeumo have Premier League experience and are the right type of player. But where they fit in is something we need to look at in more detail. Ruben Amorim has repeatedly stated that he will not change his playing philosophy and that a 3-4-2-1 system will be the guiding principle for Manchester United next season. So where will the new pieces fit into this formation? Let's start with Matheus Cunha. He is expected to take the left wing number 10 role in Amorim's system. There is good reason to believe this, as former Wolves boss Vitor Pereira used the same system, and Cunha really thrived in this position in the second half of last season. He scored in Pereira's first 2 games and then 5 goals in 7 consecutive games between February and April. Cunha's excellence in this position could provide the finishing edge that United have been lacking, as he was the 3rd highest XG scorer in the league last season. But that raises a big question, a real dilemma for Captain Bruno Fernandes. Bruno has been the most frequent player in the left wing number 10 role under Amorim. Although he played a bit deeper in central midfield towards the end of last season, that left wing number 10 role at Sporting Lisbon under Amorim was occupied by Pedro Goncalves, aka Pote, who was the team's attacking engine. Pote scored 30 goals and assisted 27 in Amorim's final 73 games at Sporting. So this pocket of attacking space is extremely important, and the United manager will have to decide whether it belongs to Bruno or Cunha. Will Bruno accept a deeper role to make room for Cunha to play to his full potential? It's a tough question to answer, and I believe it will be one of the hottest points in the upcoming training sessions. Next up is Bryan Mbeumo. He will be aiming for the right wing number 10 position. In Amorim's system at Sporting, this position is usually occupied by a right-footed winger, with the likes of Marcus Edwards and Francisco Trincao in the mix. Mbeumo is a promising signing, as he is the league's top scorer in terms of XG, meaning he has scored 7 more goals than he was expected to. Mbeumo is also 2nd in points won for his team from goals and assists, behind only Mohamed Salah. Mbeumo's arrival would certainly add a significant attacking boost to United. However, Mbeumo's arrival also poses a challenge for Amad Diallo. The 22-year-old has shown flashes of brilliance in the right wing number 10 role. The goal and assist in United's Manchester Derby win over Man City, as well as his impressive performance in the Europa League final, have all come from this position. So what will happen? Will Amad and Mbeumo be competing for the same position, or will Amad be moved to the right back role? This is interesting because in Amorim's system, the 2 positions that get the most attention are the number 10s and the fullbacks. Effective fullbacks are crucial to Amorim's style of play due to the quick transitions between zones and the wide spaces on either side. Unfortunately, United's current fullback options are not among the best in the league, and Amorim has pointed to a lack of urgency to defend or attack the area as a factor in their defeats. But the good news is that Amad has shown he can operate well at fullback. In Amorim's first 4 games at United, he played there, providing 4 assists. He even scored a hat-trick in a return to fullback against Southampton. Amorim used 17-year-old Giovanni Quenda at right back at Sporting, showing his willingness to give young attacking players a big role. This opens up a huge opportunity for Amad to develop under Amorim. While Cunha and Mbeumo promise to solve United's goal-scoring woes, are they really what the club need in the center-forward position? The answer is not necessarily. Rasmus Højlund finished last season with the lowest shots in XG per 90 minutes of any Premier League striker and went 14 games without a shot. Both Cunha and Mbeumo can play as center forwards when needed, but that's not their forte. Wolves manager Vitor Pereira has said Cunha is not a striker. Mbeumo, meanwhile, has played centrally for Brentford in a 3-5-2, often alongside another striker such as Ivan Toney or Yoanni Wissa, rather than as the focal point. United's pursuit of Liam Delap, who eventually joined Chelsea, is a clear indication of Amorim's desire to improve his center forward options. So despite a strong start to the transfer market, Manchester United still have a lot of work to do. In short, the arrival of Matheus Cunha and the arrival of Bryan Mbeumo are seen as the first but extremely important steps in the revival plan of Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. They will not only change the lives of these two players, but also promise to change the roles and responsibilities of the players around them. It is an ambitious project, and I believe it will bring a lot of talk next season. What do you think of this analysis? Will Bruno Fernandes accept a new role? Will Amad become a fullback or compete for the winger position? And most importantly, who will be the striker that Manchester United really need? Leave a comment below, discuss and predict. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the FB podcast channel so you don't miss any in-depth analysis in the future. Goodbye and see you in the next episodes.